Ever get that feeling? Like you're drowning in information, trying to figure out what's real and what's not.
Oh, absolutely. It's the digital age, right? Information overload.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why this tech paper we're looking at today, it really caught my eye. It's talking about this wild idea, a real-time truth gauge, RTTG for short.
Yeah, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? But this paper, it dives deep into the whole problem of misinformation, particularly in speeches and presentations. And it's actually proposing, well, a solution.
So walk us through it. This RTTG, what's the gist?
Okay, so picture this. Every public presentation could be online, could be in person. Every single one has this tool running behind the scenes.
Okay.
As the speaker's talking, the RTTG, it's analyzing everything they're saying, real time. And it's checking it against, well, you could say, a massive database of verified information.
It's kind of like a lie detector, but for facts.
Yeah, exactly. But instead of picking up on, your heart rate or sweating, it's all about the data, cross-referencing everything.
I like it. Okay, so let's say this RTTG is up and running. How would people actually experience it? Are we talking like flashing red lights every time someone bends the truth?
Well, the paper throws out a few different ideas. For online presentations, they're thinking maybe a visual gauge on the screen, something to give you a sense of the overall truthfulness of what's being said.
Okay, interesting.
But for live speeches, they're suggesting audio cues.
Really? Audio cues? So like a high-pitched beep for a total lie.
Maybe not that dramatic. But yeah, something along those lines. They're talking about using different frequencies to indicate, varying degrees of inaccuracy. So maybe a high frequency for a flat-out falsehood, then a lower frequency for something that's, just a bit off.
This is fascinating stuff. But I gotta ask, how do we guarantee this thing's accurate? How do we know it's not reflecting someone's bias?
Yeah. That's the big question, isn't it? And the paper acknowledges that concern, for sure. They stress transparency, especially in the development phase. The whole training of the RTTG, like their proposal is to make all the algorithms, all the training data completely public.
So anyone can check it out.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Independent experts can come in, scrutinize everything, look for any biases that might have crept in.
Okay, that makes sense. We don't want this turning into a censorship tool, right?
Yeah.
What about opinions? Say someone's expressing a viewpoint that's, factually sound, but it's just not the popular opinion. Would the RTTG flag that?
Another great point, and the paper's really clear about this. The RTTG, it's designed to check facts, not police what people think or believe. So a controversial viewpoint, it wouldn't be flagged as long as the facts they're basing it on are solid.
Gotcha. So it's about the foundation of the argument, not the argument itself. That's a crucial distinction.
Exactly. It's all about giving people the tools to be more critical consumers of information, not dictating what they should or shouldn't believe.
I see. Now, there's this term in the paper, self-training, in relation to the RTTG. What does that even mean?
So like a lot of AI systems these days, the RTTG, it's envisioned as a learning machine, constantly evolving, getting smarter over time. The more data it processes, the more feedback it gets, the more it refines its algorithms.
So the more we use it, the better it gets.
Right, exactly. Like us, right? We learn from experience. We adjust our understanding of the world as we go. It's kind of like that.
Makes sense. This whole real-time truth gauge, it's a really ambitious idea. It could revolutionize how we take in information. Imagine a world where it's easier to cut through all the noise and make informed decisions.
Yeah, it's exciting. But of course, it brings up all these important questions. Accuracy, bias, freedom of speech. There's a lot to unpack.
No doubt. And we're just scratching the surface here.
Definitely. But it's a good reminder that even with tools like this, we all need to be thinking critically.
Absolutely. So listeners, what do you think? Would this RTTG make you feel more confident about the information you're consuming? Or the potential downsides just too much? Let us know. We want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, jump into the conversation.
That's it for this deep dive.
Thanks for listening.
We'll catch you on the next one.